Hello everyone, this is a little kind of mini review, but mainly a how to clean this guy, of the American Tactical Titan. This is a compact 1911 uh, by ATI. This is made in the Philippines. It's a standard, ATI imports a lot of 1911s from the Philippines. Some people say their standards are kind of subpar, but really we're talking 1911s here. I mean, it's really kind of hard to get a really, really bad 1911. Most of the 1911s, even the cheap ones out there, are still fairly reliable. But this is a compact model, and there are very few manufacturers making really compact officer-style model 1911s. And went to the gun show with my boss, picked this up. We were at the gun range this weekend, and got to put a few rounds through this thing. It's still in the break-in period. It's less than 200 rounds, but we're definitely seeing the definitely some misfeeds and some jams in the beginning. But as we're moving through the break-in period, we're definitely seeing that begin to taper off, and this thing's actually beginning to perform fairly smoothly. So the magazines I shot, no hiccups, and shot a couple different types of ammo. Generally at the range, I only shoot Winchester white box for the most part, but think fed what I've put through it and did a great job. So how to clean this guy. Most 1911s have a bushing here, and you'll rotate the bushing one direction to actually pull out the spring assembly, rotate it the other way, and that allows you to pull the barrel out. This one doesn't work that way. This one actually is much more along the lines of a standard Glock style, 1911 style, Glock, or just any type of standard semi-automatic pistol where you pull the takedown pin or whatever, pull it out, and you've got everything just right there. Very similar to this guy as well. So we're going to look at how to take this guy down, basic cleaning procedures from a field strip and cleaning perspective, and then reassembly. The only thing I didn't like about the gun, and I've worked on it some, is the barrel, of course, is blued, and the only area they polished, of course, is the exposed area. It's still not quite as smooth as I would like it. I've worked on it a little bit with some steel wool. Still has a long way to go, but it's a lot better than what it was. I'd like to get it where, as the barrel cycles, that we're not putting rub marks on it and just kind of stays a little smooth. But that's my only remote gripe with it. But beyond that, the fit and finish is really good. Nice beaver tail here, so I'm not going to get any hammer bite when I'm using the firearm. Just so everyone knows out there in YouTube land, this firearm is not loaded. You can see from the bottom here we're totally good to go. We'll do a physical check here as well. We are totally unloaded, so good to go there. So taking this guy down, you'll notice on the firearm there are two indentions. One here, this is of course our slide lock, and this is where we're going to remove or install our takedown pin here. So we're just going to pull this guy back, kind of hold it where the takedown pin is, and just take our finger and push gently from this side, the takedown pin there, kind of push that guy out. And you'll notice now the takedown pin is not flush with the body. You should see a gap here. So there's a gap along this pin. Get that where I'll focus. So there's a gap here along the actual body of the firearm. So while we got it here, it's just getting the pin the rest of the way out. Let's just pull that back, and you can work it out yourself with some fingers, or if you're weak fingered or you just don't want to waste a lot of time, just take your screwdriver here and just pop that guy out the rest of the way. So pop that guy out, cycle it forward, go ahead and let the hammer fall, and it's just going to slide off like a regular style semi-automatic firearm. So once we're inside the firearm, have our frame here, takedown pin. We're just going to treat it like any other type of semi-automatic. We're going to pull our pin here, or our spring here for our guide rod, and pull that guy out. We have a keeper right here for our spring assembly, or our guide rod. So we're just going to pull this keeper out. And then our barrel should just slide forward right through the front of the firearm, right through the front of the slide assembly here. So we're just going to do that, and you'll notice that you have a little dangler here. This is where your pin actually goes into the barrel there, and you'll need to make sure that's down when you're pushing the barrel through, and then make sure it's in that position there when you're installing the barrel. That way your takedown pin can actually be reinserted into the barrel. So there's our barrel, our slide assembly, our takedown pin, our spring, and our keeper. So we field stripped this firearm. So from here, you know, you could use any type of solvent. You know, we have our hop solvent. I like brake free, solvent, lubricant, and kind of everything all in one. So you can just, you know, spray the inside of your barrel if you like, or if you wanted to, you could get you a nice patch here and soak it in some solvent, and then just soak that barrel down real good with some solvent. Let that sit for a minute or so, and then, you know, begin taking the appropriate caliber brush and attach that and work it through or whatever. Personally, I'm a fan of the bore snakes, so I have a 45 caliber bore snake here, and a bore snake is it looks like a big shoelace. It's much wider than the circumference of the barrel, but it also has these wire brushes integrated into the actual product here. So after you soak that guy down with solvent, you can really just drop this through the barrel. And pull that through, and you can clean that barrel right up. Then you can run some patches through there and make sure that the barrel comes out clean. And you can see here, just me doing that, clean patches, we're good to go. And you can look through your barrel itself and see that that barrel is in pretty good shape. From there, you can then take your slide, spray some solvent in there or whatever, to some Q-tips, soak them in solvent, place them in there, get a good brush, scrub down in there, then take your Q-tips and get in there and remove all that stuff, all that powder and stuff out of there, and clean that out. Once you've got that really good and clean, then you can go ahead and put that away. After I've totally cleaned the firearm, gotten in here and there, cleaned clean down in here. One of the things I've noticed about this guy is the trigger right here seems to want to pick up a lot of crud. A lot of stuff works its way down into the trigger here, so you'll need to actually get really down in here and just kind of really squirt and get the camera there. Really get down in there and just kind of work around in there and clean any just oil and residue and stuff out of there, and that'll help keep that a lot cleaner. Once you're done with that, then you'll need to lubricate your firearm. One of the big things that I see a lot of people do is they over lubricate their firearms. So just get you some, I guess this is rim oil. Just get you some oil, put a little bit on a Q-tip here, or on your fingers, however you want to do it. I find that with the Q-tip I'm more in control. And then literally you just want to put a really light coat on all the contact surfaces. So just that's it. That should be all you need. So along that slide there, just put a nice thin light coat of oil. Same thing on the inside of the slide here, just nice thin light coat of oil, and you're good to go. With your spring here, wipe this guy down real good with a towel. Just get in there, and then the same thing, just a real light coat of oil there on your guide rod and your spring assembly, and just put that down right there. So reassembling the firearm is the reverse. So we're just going to take our slide here with in the down position, place it into the barrel into the slide assembly, push that back, then place that in the upright position, because you'll want to be able to get your pin in there. So make sure that's in the upright position there, just like that. That's okay, it's going to flip around right now, but just when you get ready to fully assemble the weapon, you want it in that position. You take your spring here with the flat part. Here's kind of flat with a little indentation in it, that facing down. Oops, notice I just went right through the front there. And why is that? Because I did not place the keeper in yet. So you need to take your keeper, place the keeper in, put that back, and then place your guide rod and spring assembly in there. And you should be good to go there. Okay, so now we've assembled that guy, and he should be good to go. So we're just going to flip that guy up, and there we go. We are assembled. So the next thing we want to do is just take this guy and slide it onto the frame. When we slide it back, you should see it's pretty much a clear shot through there. We'll want to take our pin, put it in, and just work it back and forth a little bit till we feel it kind of pop into place. Just like that. And then just put that guy into position and put that into that indention again right there. Just that little indention right there. And then just push your pin in once you get into that position. So we're popped in. Let it go. Rack the slot a few times. Function check. Trigger. We're good to go. And there we go. We've field stripped and reassembled this firearm, and it's ready to go. You know, myself personally, I take a real light coat of break free and just spray it on a rag, and just a really super light coat. Just kind of wipe the gun down a little bit with that, and then store that away. But that's it. American Tactical Titan shot well for me, and not that difficult to take down if you have some experience with 1911s, but it's not your typical 1911 because we don't have our bushing here that we can rotate left and right. It's more of a typical semi-automatic type stake down. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Hope it helps someone. Have a great day. I'm out.